Okay, welcome again. Good afternoon. A very good afternoon to everyone live in the studio of Honor 103.5 FM. The program again is the Authentic Women Show with Katie and Ray. Dr. Katie. Oh, I'm not removing that, so you get used to it. So very quickly, a shout out to everyone listening to us right now. We're so excited to be doing this. How has been your week? How is Friday going? And I tell you, as the weekend, what are your plans for the weekend? Because it's weekend, and for women, it should be a feminine kind of weekend that gives you joy and excitement, not the one that comes with so much tasks to do.
Thank God it's Friday. For some women, it's a lot of work to do. But we're just saying that of the work and spaces, create a space for you.
Please try to strike a balance. And this is why today we'll be discussing something very personal to us as women. And because the truth is, it is very tough at this time to be a woman.
At any time, in all ages, it's been very tough to be a woman.
Katie,
I tell you.
I think 60 years ago, I don't think it's tough to be a woman.
No, for those women then, it was tough. And now, we ourselves, it's no longer strange that a woman will say certain things.
The woman is taking care of the house. She's the housekeeper. The woman is bathing the children. And the husband is always there to provide and to give support. It's okay, so I don't want to go there. This is not a marriage seminar, Katie.
No, it's
but without
not.
honesty, Katie, the woman, and also how to love yourself.
Something we both agree on.
Yes.
Lower everybody. Money no like woman, woman no like woman. She no be like water. If woman ever marry you, if woman ever carry you, she no be woman. If she no got him up for side, they go dey push woman aside. And even nobody be like woman.
I never talk it finish. I never talk it.
Now so mission, oh, shall we get assignment? So far, enjoy forever. But you no pay attention to the intimidation she dey face. No be like water. If woman get confidence, oh, woman get money, one lash money. If she no got him up for side, they go dey push woman aside. And eventually, oh, they go suffer woman.
I never talk it finish. I never talk it finish. I never talk it finish. I never talk.
Wow.
Nobody be like
It be like say we get assignments, submission.
a lot of submission. Yes, they want-
Submit on the children's part, submit for the in-laws, submit for the husband, submit for society, and still be out there looking like gold. Huh?
And that's why I tell you, Katie, it's so difficult to be a woman.
It's always
so
been
tough.
difficult.
It's always been difficult. Let me accept that. Let me agree to that.
It's always
It's
been
always been very tough and difficult to be a woman. And I think now it's tougher and kind of more difficult compared to what it used to be. Because this is a generation when many women are trying to fit in and stand out. We are trying to survive. Some women are trying to survive. And as a matter of fact, we are pressed on every other side. Every side. Every side. You want to be everything just to everybody. You want to be everything to your husband. I don't know how you manage to do that. You want to be the mother. You want to be the sister. You want to be his best friend. You want to be the wife. You want to...
So that is why we have to be authentic, because I'm thinking with the list that is endless, you cannot be everything
Thing
to
to
everybody
everybody.
equally.
No this and no peace.
Yes, because as when you have children, they need you. So they should form the priority. But when they are grown up, they are adolescent, let them take some of the duties on. Because this is reality. You are just one person.
So it's not actually helping us. It's actually a men's world. let me put it. It's
It
just
is, it
it's a
is.
word that favors men,
Patriarchy.
and that is why you see men will always put women in their place. It is either they put you, and that's why I tell people I laugh at people, because the truth is one of the woman's biggest enemy
Is
is the men. Yes,
okay. No,
because
I like the fact that you said
he's
it's the
one.
men, because you're thinking of the men as a class. Yes, because the truth is nobody likes to lose power. So, and when you look at the hierarchy of things, the pecking order, that means if you're stronger than somebody, that's why Madame at times his housemaid she'll be dealing with, because naturally power favors oppression. So, in sometimes a man that is really not very powerful in his office will come home and be too powerful. He wants to be king because somebody someplace, and men always complain that once the lady is your boss, you would have issues. Why? Because he just cannot stand that woman giving
in
orders.
that place
Okay.
of power.
Yes.
So whatever it is, it's a men word, and it's the constitution
For now.
For now, yes. Everything around the tradition, the culture,
Yes.
will always favor the men.
Yes.
And this is why, as women, we need to connect with our femininity. You cannot be a man and a woman at the same time.
No.
And this is one of the biggest struggles we have in our own time.
And I also think that is because people cannot make up their mind, They think that what makes a man powerful is his guttural voice, So you find some women speaking with that voice, hello, are you there? Excuse me, don't confuse my brain, Because there's this beautiful thing about the female voice. It's soothing, it's
Soft.
calming, yes, and it reduces friction. And I'm telling you, it's a very good pitch for dealing with conflict. So when I see women that try to be guttural, and then some women, they want to do a power dressing. Power dressing does not mean wearing the feminine suit. You're dressing like a man and going with every
Tomboy.
fashion, tomboy. So you can be a strong woman, and you should be a strong woman. Be the strong version of you. And like we've always said on Authentic Women, what builds your authenticity is your ability to go for your strength, weakness, opportunity, threat analysis, and then decide to strengthen your weaknesses and also disturb your threats. Find out why the threat is so threatening and do your risk analysis. Once you do that, your risk analysis, am I ready to take on this particular battle, or you wait till you gather enough strength. There's nothing as sweet as being a woman.
Okay, so I tell you, we're in the society where they want women to at the same time take up the role of a man and of a woman.
Yes.
They want the woman to work,
And
at
pay
the
school
same
fees.
time they want her to be the housekeeper. They want her to manage the home well. This community, this society, this age wants women to birth children. They want them to raise the children. Probably alone self.
And also even
And
compete
even to
with
pay
other people
fees.
And if you're not careful, also sponsor the man. It's
Financing.
happening a lot. And then if you're sponsoring the man, then take on the in-laws too and the whole extended family.
So whatever it is, we are just telling you, for women, we are women, right? We are in the same shoe. So it's tough, it's difficult, but at the same time, I think there's the time we need to connect to our own self, connect to our own identity, and I tell you,
And have a plan.
and have a plan too. An average human is is confused about our identity.
Yes, because we are in a transition. You see, that was why we said for some women, they think us is male dominated and there's a glass ceiling. I must toughen up. I must do 4 times what the men do. So you give more time to the work. You do a lot to compete with the men. But you don't have to be that way. You can do a good job, your portion of the job, and you can maintain your femininity. Be authentic. Think of your emotions. Authenticity is a lot of connection to your emotions. Am I happy? Am I stressed?
Is this giving me joy?
Is it giving me joy? Am I still beautiful on this job?
Is this giving me peace?
Am I in clogs? There's this funny shit that when ladies were just keeping, oh God, they call it crocs. Will you put your feet in a crocodile's mouth? A lot is going on. See, really think about it. Have you changed from your heels and with the attending smell and socks? That kind of stuff. Do you really still want to make up? Or are you overdoing? Ask yourself, where's the stress coming from? Where's the pressure coming from? Yes, how much are you buying your Peruvian hair? Really think about it. Is it the money you want to spend or you had to spend it? Because you're competing with an unknown woman. And I know that sometimes when you give the idea that there's a lady out there, or we create it in our own mind, then you're competing with an unknown competitor. Does that work?
Okay, so welcome back. We're still on the Authentic Woman Show. And as a matter of fact, you can watch us live on Facebook. You just have to get to share your own opinion. And of course, you can share and ask questions.
You should be asking questions, really, because there's fundamental things. How do I take care of me? How do I, when I have to do a presentation, what do I do? You should be asking questions. And we should be asking ourselves questions.
Yes, we should ask ourselves. And how can I be me? How can I be comfortable in my own skin? How can I, without struggling to shine, fit in
To
everywhere?
shine all the
Sure,
time.
you understand?
Mhm,
How
I
can
do.
I be powerful in my own space and stay focused? Sure, you understand? You stay focused, you stay connected,
And you
with
still keep your
yourself.
smile, your swag, and you're
and
still
your joy
beautiful.
and your softness.
Yes.
So very quickly, what is femininity? I think this is a question we should ask ourselves first.
Femininity is really identifying femininity. We didn't say feminism, okay? Femininity is identifying with the woman that you are, if you're a woman, okay? And also giving the respect for the other gender. I always tell people, when you think of contrast, white and black, okay, the more you come to the middle, you come to the gray unisex space. So it's when you're crossing over that you become the male version of you. So, and most of the people that go, I don't want anybody to insult me. You're on the defensive. When you are you're wearing your skin, you're wearing your voice, you're wearing your styles, you're communicating what is divine in you to the world.
And as a matter of fact, there are traits that actually depict that you are a female, that you are a girl. And this is why the society will always tell you, as a woman, there's a particular way you should be. And some of the traits are gentleness. So gentleness does not actually mean you are weak.
It
For some
means
people, they think
kindness.
when you are gentle, when you are quiet, to them they're mistaking it as weakness.
It is
not
a lot of
weakness.
strength. It is a lot of strength, because there was a friend of mine that said she tried my method. That method is when you're angry, I don't respond.
The okay method.
Yes, when you're angry and you're visibly like shaking, when you think of
Vibrating.
vibrating, you are in the red mode, you're about to explode. I'm not going to engage in it. I'll just let you be, and over time the temperature will come down because I'm not fueling it by my response. So when that comes down, then you come to level, you'll be wondering, am I speaking, am I talking nonsense? You think it's yourself. So that my friend actually went for a big party, and she came back, she said, Kitty, I tried your style. I said, what's my style? Because I didn't know what she was talking about. She said, look, people were, before she would have jumped, any small provocation, she's shouting, she's livid,
react and
they
defend
know her.
herself.
They know her. They even call it, they add her name to the
And
behavior.
deliberate people will even find their trouble.
Yes, because they know you lose
They
control.
know you react, so
You-
they want to see more of
They
that
want
reaction.
to see, and so that they can sneak in and really hurt you real bad. They've been telling stories about you, and now you are confirming it. So that's well, did that bit and sat there. So any comments, before our ears will be itching for the grapevine, but this time around, anything anybody spoke,
She's not even interested in
when
the
she
first
came
place.
back, she was like, wow,
It
it's
works
worked,
like
it's
magic.
worked, it's worked. I say it will always work because nobody can cut silence.
Okay, so for women, it is expected for us, yes, for us,
To be kind,
to be kind, to be
gentle,
nurturing.
lot, and be walking gracefully. Like you're balancing this big burden on your head, this big pot, and then you're still graceful and making it look like it's very light.
And of course, beautiful. It is expected of you as a woman to be beautiful. So if you are actually not been paying attention to yourself, the time to do that is now.
And what do we call all this?
Femininity,
And self-love.
self-love.
Yes, you're loving you. You've completely identified with who you are. You've accepted your soft voice, your skin, you're living in your skin. You're showing yourself to us so we can embrace you. And if we don't want to embrace you, you walk on by. It's true.
Until we get used to this.
Until you meet the person that really
No,
wants you.
as a matter of fact, everybody will not like you. The problems begins when you want everybody to love you.
Why
by
should
force.
everybody even like you? There are billions of people
Are you
on this.
money?
Let them love other people.
Are you money? That's good for those watching us on Facebook. We have Assis Coach Sewu. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for joining. I know you are watching. Drop a comment. We want to know
Yes,
where you're
thank
watching
you.
us from. Okay, we have M. Taufik Balogun. Great job. Thank you for this beautiful contribution. We'll go on this quick break, and after this time, we'll be back. Stay tuned. The program is still Authentic Women with Katie and Ray.
Oh, Lord. Dr. Dollar Entertainment. I go be your superwoman. You go carry me, go the altar.
still there far.
Anybody not taking you to the altar, don't even follow.
It's
There's
not the way to go.
you should manage your time. You know, you can't spend time with somebody who does not think you're worthy to spend the rest of their life with, especially in that kind of relationship. There are other kinds of relationship they can have with people. I think we should think about it.
So on this note, we're telling you, like, if you've always been following us on the Authentic Remain, you will understand that we've always been coming with tips that will help you live a healthy life, a beautiful life, a balanced life,
And to be you,
and
you
an
know,
authentic life.
yes, so that you can begin to give to the world. The world is waiting for women to manifest goodness. If you think about it, the beauty of women, the ability to organize, the power of the woman to influence for good. We really need to express this. The world is waiting for us. The finesse, I always love this finesse and the soft touch, the beauty, the icing on the cake. You're the glory of the hard labor of men. And when we stand in our place, I'm telling you, we'll be very powerful.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Katie, for that. So very quickly, we want to talk about self-love, like we said. How to connect with your femininity.
Yes,
How
let's
to
go.
connect with your femininity and okay.
You go carry me go the other, carry me go the other. Money there or money still there. I go still there.
103.5 FM.
Oh la la! Have you been to a top-notch hotel in Ibadan? A one-stop at Hotel The Field in Bodija is an experience you don't want to miss. The aesthetic edifice is laced with 24 hours electricity supply, AC tight rooms, serene environment, courteous staff, and all comfort you can ever think of. Don't go too far. Sample houses with all the comforts you can ever think of within and outside the country, Nigeria. Visit number 1B, Ululonge Street, Salami Estate, Bodija, Ibadan, or call 08033-950-705 or tell the field one stop for comfort.
Hello there. Do you wish to improve your business and take control of your career? If yes, do business with Honor FM 103.5 Ibadan, and you will thank me immensely, for honor and integrity is our watchword at Honor FM Ibadan.
On 103.5 FM.
Okay, welcome back from that quick commercial break.
And you should patronize us. You can come and advertise on this program. And this is the radio station to tend. It's a beautiful
Everything
station.
you need is just
It's
here.
just here.
No need to tune away. No need to turn elsewhere to tune elsewhere. Everything just encompassed in one. Okay, very quickly.
Honorable option.
Yeah. So in the course of the week, I saw a video, and the video was actually talking to women directly, not to put all their love
Out there.
when you are loving somebody else and you are loving people 100% and there is nothing left
For you.
for you. So when you're loving other people, do you still have a reserve?
I think that
For
lady
you.
was not thinking people particularly. She was thinking of a man.
A man?
Yes, because that is it. Because if you're loving other people, you're spreading the love. But a situation where you become obsessed with this one person, his care, his need, his everything, it can have some wonderful effects on you.
And you see, a lot of women have actually ended up in the psychiatric hospital.
Definitely.
Because they've actually put all their love, all their care, all their attention on just a particular person. As women, you are lovable. You are somebody to be loved, to be appreciated, and also deserve to be loved back. So whatever it is, if you are loving this man, if you are loving your children, please, as much as it is good to love them authentically or heartedly, please reserve some kind of love for yourself too, so you don't lose your mind.
You really need to love yourself, because disappointment is part of life. People not living up to expectation is part of life. I've seen women that poured themselves into children who definitely go out of the ground to really forget who they are.
And if I can ask, what is self-love? I think we should actually ask ourselves what self-love is. Self-love for me is not selfishness, because people, they think when you talk about self-love, it means that I want to be selfish about my love. I want to be. No, it's not selfishness. It means you
No.
are just giving yourself the time, the care, and the love that you deserve.
It's some actions that culminate in your physical care, your psychological care, and your emotional well-being.
And of course, how do I know if I love myself?
Very simple.
These are questions to
Do
ask
you put yourself last every time? And definitely at the end of the day, you don't have the time for you. It's that simple, isn't it? You have this list of things to do for the day, and you're not on that list. And when you're even seated, it happens to everybody when you have, in the early part of marriage. Even when you're trying to sit down and think, suddenly your brain tells you you should be doing something else, anything other than sitting down and resting.
Okay, Katie, I think that's a very good one. It's a good point, because especially for women, we know how to love. And I tell you, when a woman says "I love you,"
Oh,
she
she's
really
loving
mean it.
you.
She
And
really
we
mean
really
it.
go. It's natural for us to love to pour ourselves out, and to impress. That's why you see some people that are not even married. They'll be going to sweep and cook. I'll go like, this one is too much love. Oh. Some women are washing. They're doing a lot of things. There was a case I had, and they didn't find it funny. Two friends. Somebody said the lady should come and give a talk to women about how to take care of men, to show you that they think she's loving.
How to take care of men?
Yes, their husbands,
Okay.
then the men were like, we are the babies. Oh, you are not. So anyway, we know the babies, we know their sizes. Anyway, that's a joke. Well, eventually the lady now said, use this, is good for your health. However, do it by yourself. Don't think the woman will do it for you if you want it to be done because it's your health. All the men didn't like it, so they say, she should have told them that let the women do it for the men so that they can live. I say, of all the work she already has, should we add more labor?
We are adding more labor now. That's what we've always been doing.
Oh, every time. Even when you listen to some programs, the
That's
lady
what-
should do more.
Yes.
When they say parents should do more, indirectly, it's mommy do more.
Okay, as women, I think I actually tossed that question to Katie. I think listeners at home, you might at this point be asking yourself, what am I loving myself? Have I been selfish? Have I been loving myself enough? Have I been kind to myself? These are the tests to take to
Yeah.
answer that question correctly. And one of that question, Katie said, are you always the last on the list when you are preparing
don't
your
even
to-do
appear on
list?
the
Or you
list.
don't even appear on the list. You just have enough time to take care of other people without
But
even
you.
tending to yourself and taking care of yourself.
Or you're very tired and you still have to go and make a delivery somewhere very far. And you're not considering your life, you're tired, you're worn out. Then what are you going to do? You want to go and help somebody wash plates? Are we real?
And the first of it on my list is, are you comparing yourself to other people?
Or you're thinking that woman is spoiled. Some people think that way. You're comparing yourself, you're thinking this one, she's never washed before, she's spoiled.
And you know what, Katie? It's even good when you even consider them as spoiled than considering yourself better than them. I have issues with people who always see themselves better than everybody. There are people who cannot just accept the fact that somebody is better than myself, somebody is better than me, somebody can do this better than myself. There are people who cannot just accept that.
That's a space of foolishness, really, because there's no way you're going to really be the best in life in everything. Then we need to
You
just
always be somewhere in the middle. There are people that
Definitely,
are
yes.
better than you,
and there's some
of
people that are
course,
worse than you, and then your strength is somebody else's weakness, while somebody's strength is your weakness. And that is why we should collaborate with one another. We should network as women. We should help one another, and that is how we grow. If you don't have weaknesses, how do you grow?
so shift your energy. So
Yes.
that's the time to shift your energy from comparing yourself with other people and to focus on yourself.
Building yourself,
Compliment
your self-esteem,
yourself on other people.
Yes.
The thing is, we don't all have the physical features that
How will they tell us apart if we all look alike? I mean, that would be terrible. If we all look the same, how will our children even tell us apart? How will the men even choose? So please, it is beautiful that we are different. We have different colors, different sizes, different shapes, so they can tell us apart.
and of course you need to also understand that we are socialized to compete with other people. We are socialized to be competitive, but you can do something about it.
That's true. You don't
You
have to
should
follow
do
that
something
culture.
about it. You should
No.
not concentrate and push your energy to that direction.
You should create social intelligence. That means you have to really take the humble space. when you take the humility route, everybody will come around eventually.
Even everybody like a very
And honor
humble,
you.
simple
Yes,
person. So make yourself as simple as possible. I don't mean you become a push away, but whatever it is, you can still be soft and firm. You can still be soft and strong. It is. Please don't compete with other people. Rather compliment them. And the second on the list, to know if you're loving yourself enough. Do you worry about other people's opinion? You know, we all
Eye service. You want to
everybody
please
needs
people.
validation, right? We all need validation at some point. Yes, we all need it. But then don't let that be what you are always
You
out
live
for.
for.
You don't live for that.
I think to validate others. So sometimes seeking that will really not be okay. It will come. And you know, there was a lady, she was having some issues, and I told her, excuse me, are you really very, very hungry for this love? I said, look, today somebody must have told you look good. I saw you and I said you're looking good. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that has said it today. Why are you looking for just one person's comment? You know, it's somehow.
And
accept love when
and
you
you know
find
it is worse for women, especially when they are in love with somebody, a man this time.
only one.
So just this one man now
that has not
So
said something.
that have not said. So you dress up and you still want him until this
Only
man says,
that one.
Only that one. You shall want him to
Even
say.
if the whole
"Yeah."
world says you're looking
You still don't
gorgeous,
believe it.
It's only that one that must speak. Please change your mind.
Please change. It's time to change. So it's time to actually not to be bothered and concerned about people's opinion about you. You will not always make everybody happy.
I think you really
at the
become
same time.
confused because everybody will not think the same thing all the time, and people don't always speak their mind anyway. So just do your best,
And
be your
even at
best.
that, people's opinion changes per time.
Definitely.
And that is why you cannot go with this flow. If you are going with the flow of validation from people, from other people, you want to go by her. She's kind, she's beautiful, she's naive, she's that.
Is
No,
naive complimentary?
No, it's not complimentary.
But they like
people,
it, so they can
people will
cheat
still
you.
say this.
So they can
that,
cheat you.
She's so simple.
so
You
nice.
just tell her to do this, she would do it. And even at times, it's not going to be a compliment. It's even going to be abusive. It's going to
Yes.
be something that will put you down.
Somebody
and when
once
they pass
said-
this opinion,
Yeah, somebody was saying, I like you, you're homely. I said, homely is ugly in America. It was like, ah, Katie, I said, when they tell you in the US that you are homely, they mean you are ugly. I said, no, I'm just saying that. I said, don't worry. I'm just saying that leave it alone because you won't like the other side of it. I'm simply saying, see, it is true that people think they are complimenting her. She's simple. It's short over her. Okay, and you don't have to be anybody's doormat. They clean everything over you, and you must remain nice while they're expletive.
and you don't have to be water too. You don't have to flow every direction.
No.
So whatever it is, people's opinion will always change per time.
That's true.
So if you are going to live like that, it's going to sap you a lot of energy, and it will cost you your own self-love. Because when you dress in a particular way, you wear your own color. For me, red is my favorite color, and a lot of people around me don't like red. And what's my business with that? And even when I wear my red, and they say you and this red, I will say thank you.
I like red.
Leave my red. I like it.
red.
It's my favorite color.
Yes.
Yes, at this point, I'm not just bothered about what they are saying. I'm comfortable with it.
Yes.
I know they don't like it, and I don't have a problem with that.
But really, I think people should just really, there's a point, I think sometimes Africans can be very nosy. I think people should really, really respect other people's choices. The color is on the skin of that person. You are not the one wearing
and
it.
even if they are not going to mind their business, you should do something about it.
You shouldn't be bothered about it.
You shouldn't be bothered.
Because
That's
you
the
should know
point.
that this person didn't have good upbringing. I think it really boils down to that.
So you shouldn't be bothered. So that's the point we're driving at. People will always have things to say per time, even without seeking their opinion. They will want to pass on one comment or the other. But shall be comfortable with your own
With
skin.
you.
Okay, another point to actually help you to love yourself. And of course, remember your value doesn't lie in how your body looks.
That's
Not to tell you to live your life in a particular way, but you know what actually works for you. If fixing your nails, if getting your pedicure done, the manicure, your spa, your facials, if that will give you joy, if
And
that will give you a
confidence,
sense of
self-esteem,
confidence,
and then you are alive. You know, some people, you know, you need to feel you alive. So if you're the person, I love natural, I love African, I love, you know, really, but I love me.
you like it classical.
I like it classical, you know. I really do love it. On
and you
point.
see Ray.
Uh-huh.
No. Ray is not going to go that way.
You know, when you see Ray, she's just radiant.
But whatever it is, we still we still connect so well.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of how you look now. It's not
It's
a matter
how
of
you
being-
are inside. So
Oh.
internally, we're authentic, and we are selling this to you. because we want you to follow that process. It's a process. Ask yourself, which is my best food? It's as simple as that. Don't let anybody push something down your throat. And then, what do I like? Do you like those steel shoes? Do you like, these are simple questions. And sometimes we're not allowed to choose as kids. They just put you in those clothes and
But
say,
now
this one
you
is
are
nice.
above 18.
Now you're above 18.
You should
please.
you should do better for
You should
yourself.
choose.
Okay, you like heels and somebody did not even like it. Excuse me, I like it. I think I like it is just good enough.
Since you're not even paying for it, you're not wearing it. What's really? Oh, really? I'm really thinking women have to go beyond this. We need to begin to mind our businesses.
And of course, protect your energy. One of the ways to love yourself, to prove that you love yourself, is to protect your energy.
Manage your energy.
Manage your energy. Okay, people around you are toxic. They are always bringing negative energy to you. They will always see the bad person in the room.
Wow.
The first person to spot negative about other people. These are people you should run away from.
Really? I did that last week. Strange, I was with somebody. We wanted to see another person. And while we're there, this lady started talking. Do you know why? I said, excuse me. The man has not come. They said, no, I need to leave now. Do you know that at the end of that day, that guy landed in the hospital? I was like, thank God I left. Really, because when you have too many bad news, I don't want to be around you.
I don't want.
The world is sad already.
Just
don't
what we
add it.
said last week when we were discussing the last episode on the program, we were discussing about depression. That there are things you can actually choose for yourself.
Yes.
There are things you can do to help you. Okay, if you know you are not, I want my good moment to be more than my bad moment. It's a choice.
I like it that way
It's
too.
a way I want to feel at all time.
And I don't want to frighten myself. So I don't go fishing for trouble. But some people, I think it's also something like flagellation, beating yourself. When they've not felt bad in a day, the day has not done. So please, as an authentic woman, like we said, it's the process. Now we're learning to love ourselves today. That means spare yourself some pain. It's not every story you must hear. If the story is too bad, let it pass through 5 people before it will get to you. It's true, because the shock can kill.
Personally, I don't like listening to gossip. I don't like, and there are people around you. We know them, except you want to pretend and lie to yourself. There are people who don't see good in anybody.
Pessimistic.
So the moment they cite somebody and somebody is saying this person is beautiful, they always have something negative to say about those people. These are people to run away from. Yes, they will sap you your energy,
they will.
your joy.
I was looking at
and get you into trouble if care is not taken.
Somebody did some interlocking. I said, wow, this is brilliant. I said, can you not see the grass growing? I almost fainted. I said, excuse me, are you real? I mean, this is interlocking, and she saw the imperfect. I was thinking, God help us. Really? There's some people like that. They never say any good in anybody. So the government has done this. The president of a club has done this. So what is it? Please rejoice with people that rejoice. I think it shows you when you see the flaw in every man
is a way
that
to even
your
love
mirror
yourself.
is dirty.
And as a matter of fact, Katie, when you experience this kind of peace we're talking about, you will not want anybody
to tamper with it.
When you have peace inside of you, there's
You're
no amount of
comfortable.
energy somebody will be bringing around you. You always run away
You
from such
dispel it.
energy. And this is why we are telling you, another way to show you love yourself is to manage your energy.
Beautiful.
Manage the people that come around you. Protect that energy.
That's
when
it.
they are coming with negative energy,
Block
hey,
it.
excuse me, you don't dump it here. I'm not
Just say, please, will you like to drink some water? At least when you're drinking, you cannot be talking at the same time. You have to swallow.
And another thing is process your fear.
Yes.
We live in a fearful world, and that's the truth.
And
There will
everybody
always
has
be
something they
that will
fear.
frighten you.
Yes. So really, manage your fear, manage your worries. What do I mean? Sometimes to even study, you see yourself breaking out in cold sweat. That thing when they mention it, no. But you can really conquer it.
This program, while growing up, there is this program on here. Come back. I don't want to. As a child, even when I don't like listening to bad news like that. So whenever this program starts like this, I'll run to my room.
to hide.
No, I'll go and hide somewhere because I don't just want to listen to things that will frighten me. So you can
Just
also
before
do
bedtime.
this. Yes. You can always, before
Hey,
bedtime.
then you
oh.
don't have nightmares.
So whatever it is, for people at home listening to us, for women that still watch horror movies, I don't know what you enjoy watching horror movies. I think for your own self, for your own energy,
Something beautiful,
for your own
something
joy,
calming, something
relaxing,
relaxing,
something loving.
Mhm.
So you can try it.
Yes.
If you think you are feeling negative at all time, please try watching things that are lovely, that
They
are
are
beautiful,
positive.
that are
You know, when
positive.
positive and negative will just equal zero, then you become at peace.
Okay, it's the Authentic Women Show again, and let's go on this very quick music break. And after this time, we'll be back to round it up.
Sure you know, nobody better than you. Baby, you my boss, I got it, darling. And you know, when you enter, baby, you get my time.
So welcome back. The program is still the Authentic Women Show with Katie and
Ray.
Ray. Okay, we've been talking about self-love, how to connect with your femininity, and of course, how to love yourself. So we've mentioned quite a number of things. Don't compete with other people. Focus on your own journey, and I mean, manage your own energy, protect your energy, put yourself first, like Katie said.
And be
You need
kind to
and
you.
be kind to you.
Love
and
you. Be patient with you.
Mm.
You know, then serve you. Just do something for you. If what makes you happy is soaking your feet in cold water, do it.
go for that manicure.
And when anybody is shouting, tell them, come here. You know, you don't have to jump from there and go anywhere. You know, these are just simple ways of validating yourself.
And as a matter of fact, you know, women sometimes we tend to be unkind to ourselves.
We serve everybody
After
but us.
making a mistake, and we shall want to crucify ourselves. You shouldn't have done that. You're so tough on yourself. You are so difficult on yourself. You are not forgiving
Forgive
yourself.
you.
Please forgive you. If you are not forgiving yourself, who else will forgive you?
That's it.
So it
forgive
starts
you.
with you. Whatever mistake you've made in the past, I think this is the time to forgive yourself. This is the time to love yourself again. This is the time to be kind to yourself.
And I really think that when you are older and you're recalling what happened in your past, remember to look at it through the eye of the child that you were. Don't look at it with the eye of an adult.
Don't take things too
take
personally.
no. Just forgive your past and understand the little child that was undergoing that abuse or neglect or suffering could not have done any better under the circumstances. How could I have been so stupid?
And you know what, Katie? I